Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special guest, my friend Brianna. So today we're going to be talking to you guys about making sure that you trim your hair. I know a lot of people think that when you have curly hair, in order to get it trimmed, you have to straighten it out and blow it out, and that's not the case at all. I get my hair trimmed in its curly state, in its natural curly state, and the only person that I trust to do it and to do it right, the only person I trust period to touch my hair other than myself is Brianna here, okay? So it's important to get trims because you want to make sure that you're maintaining lift retention. So if you don't get trimmed, I know it sounds kind of productive, but if you don't get trimmed, then your hair is literally going to split all the way up, and then you're going to be stuck with this bushy mess. So it's better to get your hair trimmed. Don't be like me and go 3-4 years without getting trimmed, because then you're gonna have to chop a bunch of it off. So yeah, don't be like me and make that mistake. I'll show you how much I had chopped a lot of my hair off in January. It was January, yeah. I chopped a lot of my hair off, as you can see right here. So some people get their trims maybe like, how often? 6 months?
I've heard people say 6 months.
6 months.
Depending on how bad it is.
Yeah, 3 to 6 months. It really depends on your hair and what you prefer. We're gonna go ahead and show you how Brianna trims my hair, and you should be able to. I don't know if maybe you can do this on your own, or maybe you can get someone else to learn and they can help you do it. But this is how we do it for my hair. So stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy this video.
Oh! Disclaimer. I'm not a professional. I don't have a license. But this, like she said, it's just something that I do that we've been doing for
years. So she's in the DMV. If you want your curly hair trimmed, hit her up. Oh, and also, if you try to go to like those curly hair salons, those natural hair salons to get trimmed, they charge you like $100, almost $200 to get a trim, and that's ridiculous. I'm not paying that to get a trim, so I'm very blessed to have my friend Brianna here, who trims my natural curly hair to my liking. So we're gonna be starting on freshly washed hair, and Brianna's gonna tell you what she's doing right here.
Alright, so what I'm doing right now is just splitting at the nape. When doing this, please make sure you're really careful. You don't want to pull or snag your hair. So after I section the top part off, you want to make sure you get a clean line as much as possible. As you can see, I'm putting in some twisting cream just to make sure her hair is moisturized and pliable, just so when I go to comb it, it's easier to stretch it out. Now I'm brushing it out, making sure that I get all the knots out as much as possible. Be very gentle. Again, this video is sped up, so please be very careful with your hair. But like I said, I'm going ahead and detangling and getting ready to trim it. So now that I smooth the hair, what you want to do is take it between your fingers, and then you want to use shears and not scissors to do that. Again, there's the twisting cream, and you want to apply that if you need to re-moisturize. Once you apply your moisturizer of choice, as you can see, I'm just going back, and you want to twist up that section to keep it out of the way and to make sure that the moisture is staying within the hair. What I'm doing now is going ahead and sectioning the middle of the head, focusing on the crown, and you want to part that all the way to the other side. So that way you have the middle section to work on. Okay, now we have the center parted out, and as you can see, I'm going in with the rat tail comb again and splitting it down the middle. And the reason why I do this is because the crown and like pretty much the middle of your head is super thick. And you don't want to take all that hair at once because it's harder to control. Therefore, it's going to make it harder to trim. So now as you can see, I'm going in with some more cream. You want to keep your hair moisturized and again pliable. Same routine, just going in, detangling, of course, starting from the bottom, working it up. And then I'll be back to explain the other portion. Now that I trimmed that section, one thing to keep in mind as you're smoothing and getting ready to trim the hair, there are some hairs that of course are shorter than the rest, and what you want to do is just go back and grab that small section and go in and trim that. I'm working my way through the hair, if there's any knots or tangles, you can go back in with more cream and apply it just so you can melt the tangle away and get through it. So I'm parting her hair down the middle, and then I'm going to take one of the sections and get that up out the face so that way I can work on the other section. Okay, now I'm focusing on this section, and I'm taking this section and even splitting this in half. You want to make sure that it's not, again, too thick because it's going to be really, really difficult to smooth, and to make sure that you're cutting off the amount that you want off. And this is what I mentioned earlier. As you can see, right when you trim it, you see the other hairs in front that didn't really fit or aren't long enough to fit into the other section of hair. This is what you want to do. You want to go back in, smooth it as best as you can, and then trim that section away. As I was doing this section, I realized it felt a little too thick, so I split that section in half. It's going to be a lot of splitting in half, but you're going to take one section of it, same routine, detangle, smooth it, trim it. So we're almost done. Sarah has a lot of hair. So what you have to do is go in and split that section up just like I did with the other side. So that way I can work with it. And we're almost done, almost there. And we finally made it. So now what we're doing is just going ahead and twisting that last section. And there you have it. Everything is all trimmed, moisturized, twisted up.
So as you can see, that front one looks a little longer than the other ones, but the only reason that is because that was the last one we did and it was saturated with the product. And overall, this is how much hair we took off altogether. Not much. Thanks for watching.